So, what does it mean to be a photographer, especially now during the coronavirus? Well, a lot of things change. You had a business model. You woke up every day with a process, and that process got slowly, then rapidly changed. So, for me, I shoot mostly headshots and portraits, but I also do events. And it slowly started with event cancellation, headshot cancellation, to the point where the inquiries that I was getting on a daily basis went away. It becomes tough, but you also have to look at the positive side of everything going on, and there is a bigger picture, and that's what I'm thinking about. But when you look at my business, what is a business model for a photographer? There are plenty of different ones. There are home photographers, there are shared studio photographers. I have my own studio, so I basically take the brunt of everything. So the rent, the to maintain my business on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis falls onto the burden of my shoulders. So I do have clients that have other work for me, whether it's editing or whether finding something that they need to get done during this that's important to get the message out. But that doesn't exist for everyone, and it's not enough for me at this point. So where do you turn to? So you keep yourself busy. You can organize your daily routine, clean up your files. I check in with my clients because I always check in with my clients even before coronavirus. It was a matter of just keeping in contact, seeing how they're doing. When I shoot a headshot, I'm typically in the studio up to 2 hours, sometimes even 3 hours with somebody, and you build a rapport. You really get to know them, who they are. You find out a lot about them. There's a lot of questions to be asked. You can't just sit there and stare at them, and that's important. And then there's follow up afterwards because, clients have questions, they need help. I make sure that my clients, from before we meet and even until after we're done and I supply the photos, that I follow up to make sure the photos look correctly, they're using their photos correctly. Some clients may change what I send them, not understanding what I've done. I try to make it a seamless process, and I'm looking forward to getting back to that pretty soon. It is important that when things do change, that people realize the importance of what everyone does. A headshot photographer in most cases is a small business owner, and just like I support local businesses in my area in New York City, I'm hoping my clients come back and support me. And I'm confident they will, because they look for people that have integrity, that are still there, and that want to continue to help them. And there will be things that, a lot of people in my community will be doing as photographers to help people that are possibly unemployed now and unemployed until after the pandemic is over, and they may need headshots and won't have a budget for anything. I've always, looked to work with different foundations and institutions, and I do as much charity I can throughout the year, especially when there's a great cause that needs help and doesn't have a budget, and I respect that and understand it. But I'm going to continue to post, talk about different things, and hopefully get some of you on my screen to interact with you and look at what you have for a headshot. And hopefully you'll give me feedback as to what you need. So stay well and be safe.